Hello and welcome. You're watching Hypnotherapy, Medicine for the Mind TV, here on WCTV. I'm Alan Al, board certified hypnotist, and I've been in full-time practice for 18 years, since 1999, in Fall River, Mass. In the world of hypnotherapy, whatever your mind can conceive, your body can achieve. While it's that time of year when making and then quickly breaking New Year's resolutions is an American tradition, and that's our topic of discussion today. Each year, more than half of us say we'll make an important change in the coming 12 months. Often with the best intentions, we declare things like, this will be the year. This will be the year I get healthy, stop smoking, lose weight, get a great job, get into a nice relationship, get out of a bad relationship, stop wasting time on the internet, or write that great American novel, or cut down on my drinking, or stop overeating and gaining weight, or I'm going to start saving my money because I'm spending too much money, or 1,000 variations of these themes. Each January, roughly 1 in 3 Americans resolve to better themselves in some way. A much smaller percentage of people actually make good on those resolutions, while about 75% of people stick to their goals for at least a week. Less than half still on target 6 months later, studies show. Hypnosis and self-hypnosis can greatly help you achieve your goals. The problem with New Year's resolutions is we focus on making the resolutions, not on keeping it. You get the satisfaction from making the decision. Plan to share your resolution with at least one other person. Once your resolutions are out in the open, they assume a life of their own. Breaking a promise to a spouse or a friend is more difficult than breaking a secret commitment to ourselves. Naturally, going public adds a greater risk of being sabotaged by the negative thinkers in your life, the haters. But there's always a chance you might find a committed partner or coach to keep you moving forward. Many people find it helpful to have an accountability partner. A professional therapist or a coach can serve that role. But it can also be a buddy, or either have the same issue or simply just has your best interests at heart. And don't wait till 11:59 p.m. on December 31st to start your planning. People who wait till New Year's Eve party to make their resolutions usually don't keep them very long. Personal change occurs a day at a time. Maybe your day 1 will be January 1. Or maybe you'll decide to make your 2018 resolutions right now. Whether you wait until that Times Square ball falls at midnight or decide to start right now. The funny thing about making a change, it's a day at a time. It's always today, not tomorrow. The solution for a good resolution: make your change small, specific, and actionable, rather than I'll work it out. Go for something like, I'll go for a brisk walk each lunch every day, instead of I'm really going to cut down on my food intake. Say I'll drink a glass of water before each meal to help fill me up. Replace a sweeping statement with, I'm going to lose 50 pounds, with I'll pack my own healthy lunch instead of buying my usual fast food or junk food. Take the time with the next week to decide what changes you'd like to make for 2018. No pressure, just a wish. Pretend you're waving a magic wand. If you could change 3 things about yourself, what would they be? What would they be? You're worthy and deserving of whatever your desires. It starts with changing your thoughts, and this will change your life. Remember, thoughts create feelings, feelings create action, Actions create results. Think positive. Many of your thoughts are transferred deep within your subconscious mind. This is why hypnosis works for so many problems. These ordinary, everyday problems will keep you doing the same old behaviors over and over, creating the same outcome. Hypnosis helps you to reprogram your subconscious mind and create the life worth living. Many clients just like you come to me to change their lives using hypnosis. It's interesting to me that at least 80% of clients have underlying stress and anxiety issues from one degree or another. Experiencing hypnosis in my office, your stress and anxiety will just melt away. If you're currently taking medication for these issues, hypnosis will help your medications work more effectively. And perhaps, over time, you and your doctor can work on reducing your medications if it's appropriate. When you experience the relief you feel during hypnosis for stress and anxiety, you can start to change other thoughts, behaviors, and feelings that you're working on changing. Hypnosis is underrated and sadly very much misunderstood therapy that has an impressive track record in smoking cessation, weight loss, and many other issues. A skilled consulting hypnotist will lead you through a wonderful, imaginative journey as it provokes you to face the truth of why you do certain things or feel certain ways. Once these things are out in the open, you can deal with them and then get rid of them. It's like cleaning out a closet that's filled with junk that you saved for decades. Most of that stuff doesn't even fit anymore. So after getting rid of these things, you experience a freedom and lightness of your unfettered self. This process can be emotional for some, but any truly difficult feeling that we deal with can be easily dismissed with the simple phrase, the scene changes, and you tend to your breathing. Once you free up some internal space, then the real fun begins as the hypnosis provides some wonderful new additions for your internal closet. The hypnotist can boost your self-esteem, reinforce that you are in control of your own life, and let you literally see yourself as a non-smoker or a thin, healthy, and truly happy person to settle. The process is called hypnotic suggestions. And these basically affirmations repeated during hypnosis that will become implanted in your subconscious mind. It's important to note that any suggestions made in hypnosis that you morally disagree with will not be followed once you emerge. A hypnotist cannot change who you are. If I could hypnotize the bank president in Holly Berry, I would, but I can't. It won't work. And hypnotists can only help you change your habits or change your perceptions of yourself in ways that are already agreeable to you. When you emerge from hypnosis, you remember mostly everything that happened and really do feel all the positive effects immediately with no negative side effects. There's another important thing to keep in mind. You really have to want to change for success to happen. Without the desire to change, change won't happen, no matter what you try. But as an intelligent person, hopefully you already know that. It's hard to keep up the enthusiasm months after you swept up that confetti from New Year's, but it's not impossible. Hypnosis can help greatly. So your New Year's resolution this year can be to give yourself the gift of hypnosis. Hypnosis creates relaxation that you can change those thoughts, feelings, and behaviors that no longer serve you. If you're committed to changing your life and would like to try the fastest, simplest, and most effective route to achieving your goal, give hypnosis a try. You have nothing to lose except your bad habits. You can find hypnosis through the National Guild of Hypnotists, or if you prefer work with a mental health professional to include psychotherapy in addition to hypnotherapy, you can find practitioners through the American Society for Clinical Hypnosis. There is no difference between a hypnotist and a hypnotherapist, aside from the spelling, of course. Technically, we're all hypnotists, but because many want to differentiate between those of us that work with clients on self-improvement and those who do stage hypnosis. We use the different terms. This year, pick a worthy resolution and stick with it. Bottom line, hypnosis is gentle, pain-free, and simply teaches you how to use your mind to fuel your own motivation. Maintain a positive mindset, and your new resolution, you can't go wrong.
Will a hypnotized person perform any antisocial, criminal, or immoral acts while under hypnosis?
No, unless they were programmed to do that anyway. If they were criminals or if they were of that nature, then yes, they would do it. But the normal average person who's not a criminal, no, you can't make them do anything against their will or moral character. If you could, like I said, I'd hypnotize the bank president in Holly Berry. So, no.
Does a weak-minded person make a better subject than a strong-minded person?
Actually, no. You have to want to be hypnotized. If you don't want to be hypnotized, you can't be hypnotized. Doesn't matter if your mind is weak or strong. As long as you have a willingness to be hypnotized, you can be hypnotized. As a matter of fact, a person with a high IQ is easier to hypnotize than someone who is not.
What about the idea that hypnosis can weaken the mind?
No, it doesn't weaken the mind at all. As a matter of fact, it relaxes you and helps you think better, but no. The simple answer to that is no, absolutely not.
Is it possible that a subject cannot be brought out of hypnosis?
No, that's not impossible. If you stop talking for any period of time or there was no input for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, you'd wake up on your own or drift off into a deep sleep. But you would be out of hypnosis within 4 or 5 minutes of any contact with that person, because you stop talking or stop the music, they'd wake up on their own within 3, 4, 5 minutes. Or if they were tired, they'd drift off to sleep.
Will I tell any secrets under hypnosis?
Actually, no, you won't. Because that security mind, the #1 job of that security mind is your security, your protection. You're actually a better liar in hypnosis than you are when you're not. I have some people that come in that bring their wives in or their husbands to find out. I want to know if they're cheating on me or if they ever cheated on me. I said, can't help you. I have to send them home. No, you're a better liar in hypnosis than when you're not. So no, you won't give up any deep, dark secrets.
Can a person become addicted to hypnosis, or is it habit forming?
No, you can't be addicted to hypnosis. You can't enjoy it so much because of the wonderful feeling it gives you as far as relaxation and the ability to change yourself in a lot of ways. To be addictive, to be being happy and being comfortable and being relaxed, is that addictive? Well, that would be a good addiction. But no, you can't get addicted to hypnosis. You can enjoy it immensely, but you won't get addicted.
What is the best age for being hypnotized?
Well, that's different with different people, but usually between 14 and 22, 23 is the best time, because the imaginations of those individuals are much greater than someone that's older. I mean, when you're 18 years old, you're going to be a rock star or a movie star, and you have all these wonderful things in your imagination mind. When you get 40 or 50, reality sets in, your imagination is a little smaller. But everybody can be hypnotized, but it's much more easier to hypnotize someone between 14, 18, 20. That's why you'll have a lot of the stage hypnotists do their comedy shows in schools and colleges where you can have most fun.
Can an insane person be hypnotized?
No, you can't person who's insane or under drugs or drunk or that kind of issues, no, they cannot be hypnotized. I have people who come into the office, and if they're drunk, I send them home, tell them come back when they're sober, which happens a lot when I deal with people that have an alcohol problem. They have to come in sober, so usually, you know, we'll book their appointment in the morning. But no, you cannot hypnotize someone that's mentally challenged.
What about the idea that some people are just not hypnotizable?
Everybody is hypnotizable if you want to be hypnotized. If you weren't hypnotizable, you wouldn't be able to learn. Teachers are actual hypnotists because you have the ability to learn. If you don't go into hypnosis, if you don't go into that subconscious mind where that permanent memory is, then, you know, you won't be able to, everybody's hypnotizable. They found that if you want to be, if you don't want to be, well, you can't be. 8 to 10% of people can be hypnotized whether they want to be or not, but that's another story.
What are the requirements of a good subject?
The requirements for a good subject is someone that wants change. Someone, and the most important part about any hypnosis session is what we call the pre-talk, which is explaining how hypnosis works, why it works, and explain to them and get rid of all their fears and misconceptions they have about hypnosis from watching TV, movies, and even stage hypnosis for that matter. Once you get that issue done, and they have that trust within you, and know that you cannot make them do anything they don't want to do or anything of that issue, that type, then you've got an easy subject and you can go ahead.
Is deep hypnosis necessary?
No, it's not. Sometimes you do need deep hypnosis, but a light stage hypnosis can work very well. So certain types of issues, we like to go when it's deep, but any level of hypnosis, you can get change done.
What is self-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis is actually self-talk. Self-hypnosis is giving yourself suggestions that you want for change. If you want to quit smoking, you learn how to learn. First, you have to learn self-hypnosis, which is easy to learn. You can learn it on, they have videos on YouTube, they have books on it. We teach it at my office. It's very simple, it's very easy to do. And what you do is you repeat suggestions like, I'm a non-smoker and I'll remain a non-smoker for the rest of my life. Those type of positive suggestions that you repeat to yourself. Because our conscious mind programmed that subconscious mind. If we say, oh, I know I can't do it, I can't do it. Guess what? You can't do it. But if you say, I can do it, you can do it. So it's the self-talk, which is self-hypnosis. But one of the questions I get lots of times, many times, over and over, why and how I became a hypnotist. Prior to being a hypnotist, I was a police officer, and I was an investigator, and I was investigating a homicide case. And a witness saw a vehicle and remembered the plate number, well, tried to remember the plate number of the suspect vehicle. When we went to her, who said she saw the vehicle, she couldn't remember the plate number and she couldn't find the paper she wrote the number down on. Someone told me to bring her to a hypnotist to do what's called regression hypnosis, and they can regress her back that time so she can relive that incident, see if that would help her recall that number. I poo-pooed that right away. I said, look, I'm a detective, I deal in facts, not that hocus-pocus type thing. But then I met a police officer in another community who was also a hypnotist, and he said it could help. So brought the witness there, he did regression hypnosis on her, and she remembered most of the plate. It matched up with the suspect vehicle that they had in, person they had in custody and everything else, and he died in prison just last year. So that was it for me, and at that time I was smoking 3 packs of cigarettes a day. I was under severe stress, both from the job and from the people above me, which is a long story, which I won't even discuss here right now. But I was under a lot of stress. I had a lot of stress, I had a lot of anxiety, depression. I was going through a lot of things in my life. I was on 17 medications. So I sought out hypnosis. I used hypnosis to help me, and it helped me terrific. I got rid of my diabetes, I got rid of my anxiety, I got rid of my depression, all with hypnosis. No medications now that I take, which is great. Then I decided to become a hypnotist, and I sought out the best hypnotist training, and I went there. Got my master's in hypnosis, became board certified, and here I am helping other people, and hopefully we can help you. You don't need any special skills. It's training. That's all it is. Here's to your health. My time is up. Thank you for yours. Have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. And remember, whatever your mind can conceive, your body can achieve.